Hey guys, today I'm gonna teach the chapter that is magnetic effects of current, which is in the board of CBSE. Okay, so without any wasting time, let's get started with the video. So now in the first page in the chapter that is magnetic effects of current, they have just given an activity to conclude something. Okay, so in the first line, I'm telling you that electricity and magnetism are linked to each other. How? And to conclude this, that they are really linked or they really have a relation between them, we'll perform an activity to understand that they are related to each other. What is electricity? That's the current in the circuit. And what is magnetism? The property which magnets have, that attraction property. Okay, so they both are linked. How we gonna see with this activity? Now in the activity, what they have taken, that they have made a circuit. Now you know this is the resistor. Okay, in the circuit we have all these substances, and then we have ammeter. Resistor is for the resistance, and then ammeter is to identify the ampere of current, how much it is flowing. And this is your battery, and this is your switch or plug, you can say anything. Now what they have done is they have said that XY, okay, that is a long copper wire. Now you know copper wire is a good conductor of electricity, and if we want to flow current in the circuit, you need to take copper wire because it's a conductor. Okay, and conductors only have the flow of electricity in them. So now what we are doing is we are taking a sheet of paper, okay, and perpendicularly, and this is your wire, perpendicularly we are putting a copper wire. Okay, and then what we do is that we switch on the key, or we plug in the key, that is your circuit is closed. Okay, now current is flowed in the circuit, right? So now what happens, that if we take a compass and if we put it horizontally to that perpendicular copper wire, you know what is perpendicular, that is 90 degree. Okay, and if you put a compass horizontally to that copper wire, you will see that the needle of the compass will deflect. Now what do you mean by deflection, right? Deflect means that the needle moves somewhere, like in the direction, in any direction, but it will move. And how it will move? Because when a current is passed in a copper wire, and this is perpendicular to the compass, this XY, which is the copper wire, it behaves like a magnet, which means that when electricity is produced in the circuit, which is current is flowed, okay, this particular copper wire, it behaves like a magnet. And if I tell you about a compass, see, it's the compass. Okay, I have seen the compass. This needle, okay, it also acts like a small magnet. We can also know as bar magnet or any magnet. This small needle is also a magnet. Now you know that if two magnets are there would be something happening, that is attraction, or there would be that they will repel or they will attract. Okay, you know that if two magnets are there is a force, something will happen. Okay, so if I put a compass near this copper wire, what will happen, that the needle will deflect, needle will move somewhere. So the purpose was to just say that when current is flowed in a circuit, that particular wire will behave as a magnet, and it will be proved by which, that we'll put a small magnet near that, this big magnet. So there would be something, and that particular proving has been done by showing that the needle will deflect. Why needle will deflect? Because if two magnets are there, no, they are close to each other, something will happen, either they will repel or they will attract. Okay, so this was a activity which proved that electricity and magnetism are linked to each other, they have a relation. And how they have relation, that they have told that when electricity is flowed in a circuit, it behaves like a magnet. Okay, now, and to prove this, that it behaves like a magnet, we have taken another magnet and put it here. You know that compass needle is also a small magnet. Okay, and if two magnets, this magnet and they are close to each other, something will happen, and the happening is that the compass needle will get deflected. Okay, this was the activity to show that electricity and magnetism are linked to each other. Okay, now what this concludes, it concludes that compass needle is deflected on passing an electric current through a metallic conductor. Okay, an electric circuit is moved and compass needle will get deflected. Okay, which means that this particular wire behaves like a magnet, and two magnets close to each other, will something happen there. Okay, So this activity is just to prove that electricity and magnetism are linked to each other. Now Hans Christian Ørsted, he was a scientist. Okay, he is a very famous scientist. He discovered this activity 1. The activity which we have studied, that corpuscle gets deflected when it is kept near to a copper wire which has current in it. Okay, this whole activity, this discovery was done by this scientist, that is Hans Christian Ørsted. People did not knew that the copper wire, that is the current flowing in a circuit, that wire would behave like a magnet. This was discovered by this scientist. Okay, and thus he proved that electricity and magnetism are related phenomena, or they are linked to each other. We can say anything. The unit of magnetic field strength is named the Ørsted in his honor. Now you know unit is means like when we will have that numericals in the further classes. Okay, that unit will be named as Ørsted. It's just for 1 marks answer, just now numericals are not there. Okay, it will be in the higher classes. So you should know that this discovery was done by a famous scientist, that is Hans Christian Ørsted, and he proved that electricity and magnetism are linked to each other, or they are related phenomena. So first activity is completed. Okay, now we'll move on, that is magnetic field and field lines. Now we'll understand about field and field lines. Now we know that if a current is passed to a wire, that wire will behave like a magnet. Okay, now we'll see that what is magnetic field and field lines. Now we all know that magnet has 2 poles. Now if you want to see, I will just show you like one magnet. Okay, 2 poles, that is a north pole and a south pole. Okay, and it is also known as north seeking, and it is also known as south seeking. You say north pole or south pole, or you say north seeking or south seeking, doesn't matter, they both have the names. Okay, and then a second property which they have told about magnets is that like poles repel and unlike poles attract. Now what do you mean by like poles repel? Now see, repel means, like poles means north north or south south. See, if like poles repel, now what do you mean by repel? See, it's moving, it's not getting sticked, or it's not attracting each other. Why? Because they are like poles, they are not attracting, they are repelling. Repelling means this. See, you'll just see that it moves. Okay, that it means that like poles repel, they do not attract. Okay, and then they have said that unlike poles attract. Now see, I'm taking unlike poles, that is north, this is south. First I have told like poles, it's going away, okay, it's not attracting, and then they said unlike poles attract. See, I'm not pushing over here. See, if I'm coming over here, then it will up. Okay, which means that unlike poles, which means north south, unlike poles means which are not similar, south north or north south. Okay, they will attract. Now see, they have attracted, but when like poles are there, it will not attract, it is moving away, which means repelling is happening. Okay, so like poles repel and unlike poles attract. So we now know that what is a magnet. We know that magnet has 2 poles, and then we also know that like poles repel and unlike poles attract. Okay, now we know about the properties of magnet. So now we'll come on a activity, okay, which will tell us that what is field lines and what is magnetic field. Now to understand this, first we have to understand about the magnet, which we have done, and now we learn about that what is magnetic field and what is field lines. Okay, now for this I'm taking a magnet. I've put this magnet over here. Okay, now if you put a magnet over here, what happens that the magnetic field lines are in the direction from north to south. Okay, and the area around the magnet, okay, that is particular area is known as magnetic field. For example, see, okay, so that particular area where the force is there, like it has this area, okay, the area around the magnet, okay, which has a force, which has attraction of something, okay, that particular area, or we can also that particular field where the force of the magnet can be detected, okay, where the force of magnet is there, that particular field is known as magnetic field, which means this is the magnet, so this field is known as its magnetic field. and the field in which the lines, which is that is this magnetic lines. Now how we'll make that magnetic lines, we'll understand just now. Just now you just understand that what is magnetic field and what is field lines, and how we'll make and how we'll identify that, how we'll make the field lines and how we'll identify that it is the field of the magnet. Okay, just now I'll do with that activity. Now see, for example, you just understand magnet exerts its influence in the region surrounding it. Now see, a magnet exerts its influence in the region surrounding it. So the region surrounding the magnet, or the area, you can also say that influence of the magnet on that particular area. Okay, now therefore iron filings experience a force. Now what happened, what we have done is we have taken a magnet over here and we have put some iron filings. Now what is iron filings? You can, in Hindi we can say that lohe ka chura, like that iron filings are there, iron sprinkles. Okay, now you know that iron and magnet gets attracted. See, if this is of iron, it will get attracted because it's iron and magnet get attracted. Okay, so we have put iron filings over here, and what we see that if we tap on the board a little, that iron filings could get in a pattern. We just tap on the board. What will happen, that iron fillings will be in this pattern. When you just take some iron fillings and you just put it on a board, on a white sheet of paper where it has a magnet, what will happen, that iron fillings will get in this pattern. This pattern is made by iron fillings over here. Okay, now how does it happen? So see, to show that there are magnetic field lines, we use this iron fillings, which I have made with the pen because I don't have iron fillings. Okay, so these iron fillings, okay, they just get like this in these lines around the magnet. And what does it show, that north to south, these are the magnetic field lines, and this particular area is that the magnetic field. This area, okay, is the magnetic field, and these lines are known as field lines. Okay, so the force which has been exerted by the magnet on these iron fillings, okay, you just imagine that these are iron fillings which have been set in a pattern. Okay, these iron fillings, that has the force of the magnet on it. Okay, arranged in such a pattern. And why? Because of the force of the magnet which is being exerted on the iron fillings over there. Okay, so now they have given the magnetic field definition, which is that the region surrounding the magnet in which the force of the magnet can be detected is said to have a magnetic field. Or you can also write that is known as magnetic field. The definition is same. Okay, so which means that the magnet, okay, the region or the area surrounding the magnet, okay, in which the force, matlab that the magnet, with the magnet's force which has been applied on the iron fillings to arrange in such a pattern, that force of the magnet which can be detected in that area is known as magnetic field. Okay, so this particular area surrounding magnet is known as magnetic field. And if you want to learn the definition, just learn and just understand that the region surrounding the magnet in which the force of the magnet can be detected is known as magnetic field. If you'll understand the definition, it will be easy to write in the English. Okay, so now magnetic field, you have just learned that what is magnetic field. Now we understand that what is field lines. Now you know that activity just now I've explained that if put an iron sprinkles on it, that iron sprinkles will get in this pattern. Okay, so the pattern, that is, it's like this pattern. If you see in the diagram of your book, it's similar to this pattern. Okay, so these lines, okay, these lines are known as field lines. The lines along which the iron fillings align themselves represent magnetic field lines. To show magnetic field lines, we have put these iron sprinkles. Otherwise, in reality, you can't see magnetic field lines around a magnet. You just know that magnetic field lines are there. Okay, but if in reality it's just an imaginary line which we are using to explain ourselves that field lines are there. Otherwise, if you see a magnet, there is nothing field line, so there is nothing magnetic field. It's just that we are imagining that the area surrounded by the magnet, that area, particular area, where the magnet force can be detected. Magnetic force means the attraction or repelling which will happen. See, it's getting attracted. So the area, this area where force of the magnet can be detected, that particular is known as magnetic field. And what is field lines? Which are the field lines are the imaginary lines which we have made to explain ourselves that magnetic field is there. So magnetic field lines are here, okay, which we have made. And to know that how field lines are made, just now we'll do an experiment with the compass, which is very interesting. Okay, so now you know what is magnetic field and what is field lines. Okay, now see, so now we'll see how to make field lines using a bar magnet and a compass. So now what we are doing is we are using a bar magnet, south pole, north pole, and we are using a compass. Now see, further doing the activity, you should see that the red needle, okay, that is the red color needle is a north needle, and this is the white color needle is the south needle. Now what will happen if I am taking this compass near to this magnet? You know that this is the south needle, white needle, so it's going to attract with the north, and we'll see the deflection of always the red needle, that is the north needle. See, now just see to the that red needle, okay, where it will go. It's going in the direction like this. You can see it's going in the direction of this one, okay. So arrow would be like in this one in direction, okay. See, it's going like this, like this, like this, like this, and its end over here like here, which means that it's going like this and in the direction of this line. It means that the field lines, the direction of field lines is from north to south because we are seeing the needle, okay. And it also happens over here. You can make many field lines like this. See, many field lines are there. Over here also you can make them, okay. So now using this deflection of the red needle, we could see that where the field lines are moving and in which direction. The direction is taken of the red needle, okay. So now you know that these are the field lines. And what is magnetic field? The region surrounding the magnet in which the force of the magnet can be detected. That particular field or particular area is known as magnetic field, and this was the magnetic field lines. Now to understand this activity, okay, now to understand the main points, you should know the properties of magnetic field, okay. So further we'll know about the properties of magnetic field, and then we'll come again on this activity to understand this more better. You can also see in the diagram, that is, we have this also direction, and the arrows are like this, which means what happens, you know that it is going north to south direction, but when it comes to south, it will move inside the magnet, okay, in this direction, north, south to north, and then it will move south to north to south, sorry, okay, it will move north to south. When it comes to south, it will move inside the magnet, south to north, the field line will come over here, and then it will move from north to south. In these lines also it will happen same, north to south, and then from inside the magnet, south to north, and then north to south, which means that field lines, okay, if we see that not inside the magnet, we see outside the magnet, the field lines, the direction of field lines is from north to south. But if we see inside the magnet, okay, the direction of field lines is from south to north, because it's like this, and then it will go inside, and then again it will, which means that if a closed curve has been made over here. You know what is a closed curve, okay. So now we'll go with, that is the properties of magnetic field lines, okay. So first thing is, magnetic field is a quantity that has direction and magnitude. Now to understand what is direction and magnitude, which means, see, properties of magnetic field lines is told that what is the direction of the magnetic field line and what is the magnitude. Now this will come in the numerical, okay. Now what do you mean by magnitude over here is that, for example, your mother has said you to brought some potatoes, okay, from the market. Now you know where the market is, like it's like in the left from your house or from the right from your house. That is a particular direction, that from your house you'll go in the right direction to the market to take potatoes, okay. So that is the direction. Now what is magnitude? That your mother has told you that you have to bought 2 kg of potatoes. So 2 kg is your magnitude, okay. So in magnetic field also it's there that what is the magnitude of your field lines, and what is the direction of your magnetic field lines is very important. So magnetic field is also a quantity, okay, which has 2 things, direction and magnitude. The direction of magnetic field is taken to be direction which a north pole of the compass needle moves inside it, which means the direction of the magnetic field, okay, it is always known by the north needle of the compass, and north needle is your red needle. From that only I have made these directions, right? So the red needle will show you the direction of the magnetic field lines. They have just said this only, that the direction of the magnetic field is taken to be the direction which a north pole of the compass needle moves inside. The north pole of the compass needle, which means that the red needle, that is a north needle. You will see the direction of this red needle, and from that direction only I have made this diagram, okay. Therefore the field lines move from north to south. If you see the red needle, I have just told you in the diagram that it's moving north to south, okay, north to south. And then we have another properties, that is outside the magnet, field lines direction is from north to south. Yeah, I've told you during the activity that outside the magnet the field lines from north to south, okay. And then inside the magnet, field line direction is from south to north, like it's going from here, then it's coming inside the magnet, okay. So it's from south to north. So in the exam, if the question comes that what is the direction of field lines outside the magnet, you should say it's from north to south, and inside the magnet it's from south to north. See, directions are very important, it could get wrong, so you have to understand the activity first, okay. Now the relative strength of the magnetic field is shown by the degree of closeness of the field lines. The field is stronger, that is, the force acting on the pole of another magnet place is greater while the field lines are crowded. Now if you see, here the field lines are crowded, which means there are many field lines and they are crowded, which means that here your magnetic field is stronger. See, it's stronger, the attraction is strong, that the magnetism of the magnet is strong, okay, which means that the crowded or where the closeness of field lines is more, that particular field, okay, that the strength of that magnet, that particular area, in that particular area the strength of the magnet is more, okay. And here your strength of the magnet is less because that field lines are not much crowded, okay. So I've just said the relative strength of the magnetic field is shown by the degree of closeness of the field lines. On the paper, if you want to show that magnetic field, that the strength of the magnet field means that how strong your magnet is, how strong the attraction or the force of your magnet is. If there are crowded field lines, it will show that here the magnetic field, the strength of the magnet is strong, which means the attraction will be strong or the repel would be strong, okay. This property tells you that where the field lines are crowded, the degree of closeness is more, that particular strength would be more of the magnetic field lines. The strongness of the magnetic field lines would be strong, okay. And where the field lines are not crowded, the degree of closeness is less, the strength of the magnet or how the strong magnet is less, okay. Now they have said that no two field lines are found to cross each other. If they did, it would mean that at the point of intersection, the compass needle would point towards two directions, which is not possible. Now what happened? To tell you that, they are saying that this is a field line and one field line is going like this. So the intersection, it cannot happen. It's not possible only, okay. And if you really want to justify this, why it is not possible, you can take the compass. See, the needle is going round. round, okay, which means it's going like this. So if the needle is going round, it cannot go in that direction, it cannot intersect with another field line. If it intersects, the red needle cannot go in that direction also and in that direction also. It will go in that circular direction only. Okay, so two field lines can never intersect each other. It is not possible. Okay, so no two fields are found to cross each other. If they did, it would mean that at the point of intersection, the compass needle would point two directions. Two directions cannot be made by one needle, you know that. Okay, it will move in the circular direction, it will not move like this also and like this also. You know, one needle can move in one direction only. So two directions cannot be showed by a needle. That is not possible only, which means that two field lines can never intersect each other. That is not possible on this earth. Okay, so we are done with the properties. Okay, now we'll come on magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor. We have done the properties of the magnet, we have understand the how to make field lines and where field lines are strong, more the strength of the magnet is strong. Okay, now we are coming on magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor. Now they have told you one activity to show that a simple electric circuit in which a straight copper wire is placed parallel to and over a compass needle, the direction in the needle becomes opposite when the direction of current is reversed. To understand this, let's just do the activity because English. Okay, see, this is your circuit. You just skip this. First we'll just see this circuit. Okay, this is your circuit, this is your switch, this is the battery, and they have given you north, south, west, east directions. There are 4 directions in a circuit. Okay, now current, you know, current always flow from positive to negative, which means positive terminal of the battery, the negative terminal of the current. Okay, so current is flowing from here, 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 here. Okay, it's flowing from north to south because it's going like here. So north to south the current is flowing. And if you put a compass here, what will happen, that the compass, the deflection of the needle is towards east. See, the deflection of the needle is towards east. I have just bolded it. Okay, so when current flows from north to south, the direction of needle, that is the deflection of the needle, would be in the east direction. Okay, now what we have do, we have just take the same circuit but we have reversed it. The direction of the current is reversed. See, in this the current was flowing like this. Okay, in this the current is flowing over here like this. Okay, which means it's flowing from here, it's flowing like this, reverse. So it's flowing from south to north. Here it was from like this and now here it is going from down. So south to north current is flowing, which means that the direction of the current is reversed. So the compass needle will also get reversed. The deflection of the needle will also get in the opposite direction of the direction which was here. It is the east. So here the needle was in the east when current flowed from north to south, and when the current flows from south to north, the deflection of the needle would be in the west. It was in the east, it was in the west, which means, see, the purpose to tell this activity was only that if the current direction is reversed, the deflection of the needle is also reversed, is also in the opposite direction. The only purpose to do this activity was this only. You don't have to get into the deep that how the needle got deflected and anything. It's just that they have just told you that the deflection of the needle will get in opposite directions if the current is also in the opposite direction, because it was here from north to south and the current was here from south to north. So needle was in the east over here, not willing in that, in the west over here, because the direction of current is also reversed. The purpose was only this, that the deflection in the needle becomes opposite when the direction of current is reversed. You just have to understand this. Okay, nothing else is there in this diagram. Just don't get in the deep. Okay. So magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor is also completed. Okay. Now we are coming on magnetic field due to a current through a straight conductor. Now see what happens. This is your copper wire, you know that. Okay, and current is flowing in this direction. You can see the arrow. It's always flow from the positive terminal of the battery. Okay, this is your ammeter. Okay, and this is a variable resistance. Now see what happens when current is flowing like this. Magnetic field lines are in these directions. See, when it is perpendicular, straight conductor is there. So your magnetic field line would be like this, which means it behaves like a magnet. You know, in the first activity we have studied. Okay, so magnetic field lines would be like this, and it is in the form of concentric circle. See, a pattern of concentric circles indicating the field lines of a magnetic field around a straight conducting wire. Now you know what is concentric circles. In the maths we know concentric circles, which means the circles which have same center. Like this circle has the same center, then we have another circle, this circle center is also this, and then we have another circle. So the center of this big circle is also this, which means the center is same, that is known as concentric circles. Okay, so when a straight conductor is there, okay, so the magnetic field lines are, that would be in a pattern of concentric circles, like round. Okay, concentric circles, you know what is concentric circles, around a straight conducting wire. Remember that it's a straight conductor, straight. Okay, and we don't have any other magnet over here. We are just seeing the magnetic field lines over here. The arrows in the circles show the direction of field lines. A close-up of the pattern obtained. So in a straight conductor, the magnetic field lines would be in a pattern of concentric circle. Okay, you know what is concentric circles, and the arrow in the circle show the direction of your field line. So here it was, the purpose of this activity was just to show that when a straight conductor is there, the field lines would be in the pattern of concentric circles. Only this purpose of the activity was there. Okay, we have completed everything.